Hey everybody, and welcome to a video. You may have seen my shorts about all the fingerboarding that I've done, but I'm going to try to make some concrete finger skateboard obstacles. So, I've never done this before. I got some sheet metal, some tape, and some pliers, some concrete, and some ideas. So, I have like the classic Jersey barrier. I have this cool, I actually don't know what the fuck this is called, but I have one at my local skate park and it's always fun to ride. I want to make a spine as well and like a pyramid, but I think I'm gonna start with easy stuff. So I want to try to make three things. I want to make just a kicker because I really been wanting a kicker. The Jersey barrier because it seems pretty easy to make. And instead of a spine, I think I'm just gonna go with a quarter pipe because that just seems more reasonable than trying to make a spine the first time around. Yeah, I'll try to make molds out of that with this sheet metal, and we'll see how it goes. I have no idea. So anyway, cut to the time lapse of me making this. I'm trying to make this in one piece. I don't know why I'm trying to do that, because I want as little taped edges as possible. So what I'm doing is I measured 3 centimeters. I wanted 3 centimeters tall, 10 centimeters deep, and 7 centimeters wide. Whatever that is in inches. I might edit that in the video. But so this is 10, this is 7, and this is 3, and this is 3. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut here. Then these are going to be the folding edges. Ignore that line because I'd like tried to freehand it before. That's not a good idea. So I'm going to cut out the entire kicker at once. I'm going to fold the edges around, and then obviously I need to cut off like an excess here. I can calculate the angle right now, but I might as well just fold them and then draw a line and wing it. Like it doesn't have to be perfect, right? Well, let's cut this out and see if it works. Okay, so cutting with these things is a lot harder than I thought it would be. Maybe I don't need to use these heavy-duty ones. Maybe I can just use some scissors, but I got it anyway. It's not as perfect as I wanted it to be, but I don't remember how thin this is because American units use like 1/64th of an inch. And I don't know what that means exactly, but I think I can get thinner ones. You don't want to go too thin because you still want it to be like, it's supposed to be like a sturdy mold, so it supports the actual concrete. I think I'm pretty happy with this size because like I want it to be longer than the fingerboard. Now we just gotta bend this somehow. I gotta drink my coffee. Depending on how the rest goes, I might redo this. It's like bulging. I think it's because I have too thick of a metal. This method would probably work if I had thinner metal, would A, easier to bend, and B, easier to cut. I could probably just use scissors instead of these bulky ass snippers. I am tempted to just pour this one just to see how it goes. Next up, I'm going to make the Jersey barrier, and I'm going to just measure up everywhere that needs to be bent is just going to be cut. So it's going to be 2 pieces on the bottom, 2 pieces on the top part, a piece on the top, and then the sides, if that makes sense. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of metal, and then I can just tape them all together. Let's see if that works better. All right, Jersey barrier. Jersey barrier, the ramp, quarter pipe. I kind of want to have a session with it. The last wire. Okay, so I need to get some more concrete, but this is getting really hot. That's weird, but it's almost already hard. I hope the second layer is gonna bond well. I guess we'll find out. Okay, so we're basically done. It's been, let's see, it is Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's about 3 days of harding time. So I started off using this Rockite concrete mix that's supposed to be for like putting poles in the ground. It got really hot and it was done really quickly, but that was like $15 for 5 pounds, which is super expensive. I thought that would be enough, but it was like not even enough to fill this up to here, this quarter pipe. So it's been like 3 days hardening time, and it's probably good enough. I got this other concrete mix that's specific for countertops. I got that because the internet told me that it's highly flowable. Also, I like the way the color looks on those countertops. So yeah, that's what I used for this one, for the ramp, and for the rest of this. And I don't think I mixed it properly, as you saw in the edit. Next time, I think I need to focus more on getting the mixture properly and just having enough, and then just pouring it in instead of like trying to make a little bit, pouring it in, it's not enough, make it a little bit more. So it's like, just make one batch, and try pouring it in. If I need any extra, then I can just, I don't know, either throw it away or do something with it. Anyway, this is the Jersey barrier. It actually looks pretty good. And then this one I showed you already, the ramp. I guess cue me taking out this stuff, like taking off the mold, and see if we can handle it. I think I'm gonna move this outside. Okay, so moved it outside. We're here in sunny Colorado, so it's nice and warm out. Actually, it's been snowing, so it's not that warm, but as soon as the sun comes out, I can walk around in a t-shirt. Anyway, that's cue to me sanding this stuff. And we'll see, or first of all, I'm going to take off the molds, and then we'll see how it looks. So cue that, and let's have a look. Alright, so as you just saw, it came out pretty well. I think the top part of this one, man, this thing is heavy. I should have hollowed it out or something. Like next time I'm going to make a quarter pipe this big, hollow it out, because this thing is really, is way too heavy for what it is. Before I start sanding it, I think I'm going to give it a couple more days to dry, because it's really not that dry yet. It's kind of like damp on top, so I'm like, maybe I'll let it dry without the mold so it gets some time to breathe and set, and then sand it down this weekend and put some wax on it, because the Jersey barrier is useless because I can't grind it right now because I need to wax it. And also I wonder if I need to spray it with something. I don't know. Also, the expensive concrete, the instant concrete that I use, looks much cooler than the other concrete. I don't know if I can get the other concrete to look like that, but it's super smooth. It's almost like Street League course-like. I definitely think I'm going to use that again, just making sure that I don't need this much, but this thing is ridiculous. I kind of wish I made 2 quarter pipes out of this. Like the top part can be like a really steep quarter pipe, and the bottom one can be like a super mellow, short one. Maybe I can break it in half. Maybe not, I don't know. For now, I'm going to let it dry some more, and then I'll get back to you and sand it. Alright, it's been a couple of days since I took them out of the mold and let them dry a little bit more. They look pretty good, I think. Yeah, they're pretty hard. This one is a little bit crooked. As you can see, I'll put it down here. There's some chips here and there, but overall it looks good. This one came out like almost pristine except for the little chip here. But first I'm going to clean it, sand the bottom. I got these diamond polishing pads, sandpaper-ish polishing pads with different grit sizes. So I guess this concrete, even though it was expensive, the top part of this looks like Street League quality. So I think I'm going to use it again, but I wonder if I can get similar concrete that's a little bit cheaper. Because this whole block was $15, so that's crazy. Whereas the concrete bag that I used for this was $30, but it was like, it's a big 80-pound bag, so I can make many more objects out of that. And maybe I can get the consistency of that correct as well. I should probably look up some tutorials on how to properly mix cement. And maybe it can look a little bit smoother than it does now, because it looks pretty rough. But either way, it seems to be rolling. It needs to be sanded down, but alright, I'm going to clean. Okay, here we are. We've got everything. Overall, I'm pretty happy. I was hoping it would turn out a bit better. I think this is my best object. There's very little like thin details on it. The top is a little bit crooked, but it looks pretty good and it's stable too. This side you might even do some wallies. This side is a little bit more steep. The kicker I should have not sanded because I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I kind of fucked it up. Like it's rougher now, like some of the pebbles that was in the concrete came out. The bottom looks really smooth. I think I probably just didn't mix the concrete well enough or something like that. I'm not sure. It still works though, I think. Yeah, it still works. It's also kind of small. I wish it was like this big and maybe like this, like that. So like 1.5 fingerboard tall and like a fingerboard wide. Quarter pipe, I'm not quite sure yet. I tried to get this flush. It's hard. I mean, it works. It looks very DIY-ish. I was hoping it would be looking a little bit more professional. But yeah, the concrete adhesive, it connected well to the other concrete. That's the word. I'm not sure what word I'm looking for. English is not my first language. It kind of looks dumb, but at the same time, I'm happy it worked out. I almost wish I put a plate in between them. So I would have had 2 quarter pipes, like a really mellow one and like a short steep one. That would have been cool, but overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I need to do some more research on what type of concrete to use because I really like this one, but it's very expensive. So it's like $15 for just this, whereas the other one was like $20 for like I still have the bag. It's like a 80 pound bag or something like that. And this was like a 5 pound bag. So yeah, I can make a lot more objects out of that. I probably need to get the mixture better. Would I make the molds the same way? Let me grab the metal. It's kind of too thick. Maybe a little bit thinner would have been better and it's more bendable. It's not that bendable right now. I'll look up the dimensions of this and I'll put them on the video. But I would go a size smaller than that. So it's bendable. Maybe I would use this side for the walls, for like straight pieces, because it definitely helps it get straight. Because I saw it like, because concrete is pretty heavy, especially this big piece, it kind of like set out a little bit. So you have to be aware of that if you make bigger things, that your walls need to be pretty sturdy. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with the result. Anyway, let's try this thing out, shall we?